GTA 6 has been a hot topic for years now amongst the GTA community, and we are finally seeing signs of it releasing sometime in the next few years. The last GTA title was the release of the GTA Trilogy, but that went poorly. So stay tuned to today's video as we discuss if GTA 6 will suffer the same fate as the GTA Remastered Trilogy. First up, the GTA Trilogy failed. Will GTA 6 follow? When the GTA Trilogy was announced in early 2021, fans went crazy as it was a great time to get back into these original three titles. All we knew early on was that this game was going to feature the first three GTA games with a new art style. Many believed we were going to be getting these three titles in an art style similar to GTA 5, meaning hyper-realistic with ray tracing and really good graphics. However, when the title was shown off mid-2021, everything fell apart as fans realized that the trilogy was being adapted with a slightly different art style than expected. Rather than being hyper-realistic and full of life, this new remaster was actually taking the original art style and just making it HD. This wasn't the end of the world, however, as some did like it because it harkened back to the original games and made a point that this art style wasn't going anywhere. Sadly, when the trilogy released, it was plagued with bugs, glitches, and it was overall an unpolished experience. It was just really bad, an almost unplayable appliance, but it also leads to a change in Rockstar's future. From what we know of insiders, when the GTA Trilogy was being created, they were actually working on a GTA 4 and a Red Dead Redemption remaster, but because of the outcry of the GTA Trilogy, they canceled both projects in favor of working fully on GTA 6. Whilst it's sad we won't be getting remasters of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption, it is amazing that we finally hear some news on GTA 6 and that we know that the entire Rockstar team for these games is working on the next GTA title. As everyone knows, GTA 6 is one of the most highly anticipated games right now, and basically every Twitter user who follows GTA is talking about it. Rockstar have been getting attacked for years now, talking about GTA 6 and if it's in development or not, as GTA 5 is quite an old game at this point. Despite GTA 5 still going and getting regular updates, fans are still waiting for GTA 6 and have been wanting it for years now, ever since the game released on PS3. Many reliable sources have been talking about GTA 6 for years, saying how it's in development and talking about new features for the game. Over the last few days, it was actually revealed that GTA 6 would finally have its first female protagonist in the story mode and would follow two women in their time in a fictional Miami. It was also said that over the next few years, after release, GTA 6 have received many updates featuring new cities and of course, new DLCs with cars, boats, and many more. It should be getting the same treatment as GTA 5, but on a completely different level, as this game is going to be massive. The graphics should be 10 times better than GTA 5, as that game was released back on PS3, so many next-gen fans are waiting to finally experience a next-gen open-world title that isn't Cyberpunk. Here is what we know from some insiders right now. Tez2 is one of the most notable GTA insiders around. According to one of his sources, Rockstar Games has chosen not to proceed with the long-rumored GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption remasters. It is speculated that the disastrous reception of the GTA Trilogy is responsible for this recent change. As far as Grand Theft Auto titles go, the GTA Trilogy has the worst critical reception by a significant margin. Its highest average critic score on Metacritic is a 56 out of 100 for the Xbox Series XS version. Fan reception is even worse, with the average score ranking from 0.5 to 0.9. That's horrendously bad, and it isn't surprising that many players have asked for a refund. There was a time when Rockstar Games' announcement of the definitive editions hyped up the general audience. Now, it's a laughingstock that has tarnished the great legacy of the three original games, which could have used a better attempt at a remaster. Since the rumored GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption remasters have reportedly been shelved early, Rockstar Games is free to work on another title. It's not surprising that some reports claim that the company is now pushing harder on GTA 6. Of course, all of this doesn't mean that those two remasters aren't still being worked on in the background, but it does mean that they aren't the priority of the company. The one that will most likely stick around is the Red Dead Redemption remaster, as the sequel Red Dead Redemption 2 did phenomenally well and was one of the best games of 2020. Rockstar tweeted out that they're working on GTA 6 and that they are pleased to confirm active development is still going on for the next entry in this series. Obviously, we have seen a lot through leaks of insider information, but nothing has been said from Rockstar specifically, which isn't a surprise, as they usually keep tight-lipped about their new projects. It's going to take time for these rumors to be announced by Rockstar themselves, as it will probably early next year when GTA 6 is revealed. However, we might get a slight bit of news during E3 2022. The GTA Trilogy released disastrous reception, and clearly, Rockstar have learned from their lessons and are prioritizing the next GTA title. But what do you think about the trilogy? Please let us know down in the comment section below. Also, tell us if you're excited for GTA 6. And now on to some other GTA news. Next up, GTA 6 is reportedly at least 2 years off. We are always speaking about when when GTA 6 will release, but from what we see from new insiders, it seems that the game is going to be releasing in at least 2 years' time. What's the game could definitely be showing off sometime this year or even early next year. It's not like the game is going to release for a while. The game has been worked on for around 3 to 4 years now, ever since the peak of GTA 5's hype online. We know that Rockstar is actively developing it, as they have cancelled future remaster projects after the disaster that was GTA Remastered. However, over the last few months, many reports of development issues with the company have been reported. GTA 6 has been going through development hell the last few years and has just recently cleaned up and started making really good progress to clean up the game ready for its release in a few years' time. They were dealing with a crunch back in 2018 when Red Dead Redemption was being worked on, as the sequel had its workers working around 100-hour weeks to try and finish the game, which is just disgusting. After the release, Rockstar made many internal changes and started to work on GTA 6 with a brand new mindset. They wanted its workers to feel fulfilled and starts giving them better hours without crunching them to make the game work. This means that GTA 6 has obviously been pushed back many times, as they don't want to crunch their developers and want to make sure the game is as good as it can be before release. Other than the developers scrutinizing the game, of course, the fans are going too, as they have been waiting for GTA 6 for the longest time now. GTA 5 is obviously still being worked on as well, as so many releases are happening every few months, from DLCs to new cars. Fans are still being able to play GTA through its online, but they want a new single-player experience and just a brand new game overall with GTA 6. From what we know of the story, GTA 6 was actually planned to be set over North and South America, but was scaled back to make development much more manageable. This means that the new map should be focused around modern-day Vice City or Miami. The surrounding areas will be available on launch and slowly adapted over time to make a bigger and much more fulfilling city for players. As well as this, the GTA 6 developers have adapted to the times by changing the jokes in the franchise. As we all know, GTA 5 has aged pretty well, but some of the jokes have not, as they were punching down on minorities and other marginalized groups. GTA 6 won't be doing this and will make comedy a much better thing that doesn't need to rely on punching down. GTA 6 is still going to take a while to come out, but we are excited about the possible announcement coming in the next year or so. Please let us know your thoughts on GTA 6 down below, and also tell us if you are excited about the announcement coming soon. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comment section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!